Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback DeShaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they take on Phillip Rivers and the LA Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. DeShaun Watson ready to lead the Texans offense, coming off a great turnaround season in 2018. Remember, 2 years ago, he missed much of his rookie campaign with a knee injury, but he led the Texans to an 11-5 record and an AFC South title last year. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his first look is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So here are the Chargers under 3rd-year coach Anthony Lynn. They will be led out by their veteran quarterback now in his 16th season from NC State, Phillip Rivers.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week. 2
touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Rivers on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
If you're going to talk about great players with the Chargers, you have to include their center, Mike Pouncey, a 4-time Pro Bowler. He and his brother Marquise with the Pittsburgh Steelers, they were the Pro Bowl centers for the AFC in 2018.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Play action now. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. The first down throw here for Rivers. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, it's Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Watson on first down. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Jones on the return.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
This is Miller. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, Rivers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. A carry for Foreman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Jones. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth. 3
yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Phillip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 14 carries, 51 yards and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The Texans take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he's got his tight end. It's Fells. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Open man is Cantrell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And it's complete. Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped them shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Rivers.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
DeShaun Gibson brought him down.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shedding through the defense. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing
Personal
call.
foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From just shy of midfield, Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Fells has it, left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And this will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Let's get off the field. Watch the safety creep.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. He's got Fuller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And he's into the clear. The 30. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again is Watson. Open man is QT, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Dances by him. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rivers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. From the 24, Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Passer defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, he'll air it out deep for Thomas, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dixon complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
1st down, Texans.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, Foreman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Gordon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The tackle by Melvin.
52, by 52.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Houston.
On first down, Foreman. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it again with Miller. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On second down, here's Miller. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Chargers 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Throwing Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Caught by Allen. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rivers now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rivers, but it'll be 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rivers. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Rivers pass intended for Mike Williams.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day?
Personal foul.
The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Watson on first down. Open man, the tight end falls. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. In 2018, DeShaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Rivers to throw it. Benjamin's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing, Rivers, and he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score. Chargers 31.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
Lamar Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And a lead change late in that ball game. The Panthers out in front. A win would be their second on the young season. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's Rivers, and it's complete. Henry. They give him a gain of 37. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36.
To throw is Rivers. He's got Allen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The strong safety, Jaleel Adai, right there in coverage. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They go play action. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Rivers.
Give me some. Give me some.
And this is complete. It's Allen.
Holding offense.
They get that one on the left tackle, Russell Okung. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watson got an open man. It's QT. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson, and that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.